Why do this? That's 6 pulls on Winota. Oh, we whiff on one of them, though. We do not whiff on this one. Let's pull Blade Historian. Then Haktos, Legendary, easier to get a second copy of. We whiff again. Another Blade Historian, loving that. Where are you, Kenrith? Why aren't you ever in deck? There you go. Kenny in play. I think we got him. Hello, good game. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to help support the channel. Drop a thumbs up if you don't mind, and let's get into it. Today, I'm gonna wreck the meta. If you already don't know, Winota, Joiner of Forces, with some of these new cards is just, it's too much. We've got Venerable Warsinger, Blade Historian, and Strict Proctor in the deck to really push it over the edge. I cannot, convey how redonkulous this deck is, and the gameplay footage is going to back up these claims for you guys because, we're not losing many matches, and I think we only lost one in Mythic. 80% win rate, climbing up from like 97% Mythic all the way into the top 1400, which is pretty cool. So a nice video, and yeah, let's break it down. We'll talk about the deck list, get into the gameplay footage, and then of course wrap up with any closing thoughts. 60 cards, best of 1, 2.5 average mana cost, 40 creatures, because, who needs non-creatures? And, the 100% mono white with a splash of red. We've got to have a little red in there. And then again, 40 creatures with only 20 land. But don't worry, we do have 4 MDFC lands within the Skyclave Cleric for the Basilica on the backside, coming in tapped, as well as, I guess it's just 4 copies of that. I thought we had some red in there, but that must be a different deck. There's too many decks every day for this guy. But to kick things off, we may as well talk about Winota. There's 4 copies of this in deck. A turn 4 oopsie whoopsies. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. That's a lot of cards to be looking at. And you may put a human card, creature card from among them into the battlefield tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until the end of turn. Put the rest of those cards on the bottom of our library in a random order. So our main objective is to play Winota on turn 4 while attacking with a massive field of non-human creatures, pulling out a whole bunch of human creatures from our library. So into some of the humans that we want to pull out of our library, the first and foremost is the Blade Historian. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. That's going to give your entire field double strike, plus the Historian is attacking with indestructible. You can pull as many copies of these out as you want. Double strike doesn't stack, that would be redonkulous, but it's still great to put in that 4 damage. We've got 2 copies of Haktos the Unscarred for 4 mana, coming in for free off of the Winota pulls, much like the Historian. A 6/1, it attacks each combat if able. Obviously giving a 6/1 double strike is woof. And as it enters the battlefield, you choose 2, 3, or 4 at random, and it will have protection from each other number than the chosen value, which is really, really good. So there's a good chance that your opponent won't be able to block them unless they have the appropriate mana cost there. We also have 2 copies of Kenrith, the Returned King, a 5/5 for 5 mana. Human coming in through Winota as well. We can pay 1 to give all of our creatures trample and haste until the end of turn, or we can pay 3 to gain 5 life. We're not focusing on the other abilities. We don't have the land or the mana for those, so don't worry about it. We can gain life, and we can give trample. If you're giving trample on all of the double strike creatures, absolutely, that's going to be really good for you. Those are all the humans that we have. Take note that Winota can pull copies of herself. The first one enters in with Summoning Sickness. You attack with everybody else. The second one comes in tapped, attacking with Indestructible, and hopefully trample and double strike as well, right? So that's kind of the end game, right? Is just to explode on our opponent. How are we going to get, into that part though? And that's by playing non-humans. The newest card in the deck is the Strict Proctor, a 2 CMC 1/3 Spirit Cleric with flying. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, counter that ability unless its controller pays 2. This shuts down so many things. I cannot even describe it. Everything from scry lands to, you know, enchantment artifacts, any ETB that is entering the field, you're absolutely stopping unless they're paying 2 for it, which is really, really quite good. We get around it with Clarion Spirit because whenever you cast your second spell each turn to create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying, it's not whenever it enters the battlefield, which is nice. And then the Spirit is actually how we'll be making the majority of our attackers to get mass Winota triggers. We have a low CMC, things like 4 copies of Alseid Life's Bounty. Obviously, these are all non-humans. 4 copies of Labyrinth Raptor, 4 copies of Selfless Savior to be played on top of our Clarion Spirit, creating those 1/1 tokens, allowing us to take a massive Winota pull, getting in those creatures that we talked about earlier. Alseid can protect our Spirit by sacrificing itself for 1, giving it protection from the color of our choice. The Battlefield Raptor, you know, just has nice evasion, getting that chip damage in, and it's going to stick around because as it's attacking, it won't have indestructible like your Winota creatures will, and it's just good to keep it around. We also have the Selfless Savior, a 1/1 in which it can sack itself for something non-human, so if it gets to attack, great. If not, you know, you're protecting your Clarion Spirit with it. We can pull all of the sacrifice effects and anything that gets removed from the grave with the Venerable Warsinger. Again, non-human, helps trigger Winota. A 3-drop the turn before is beautiful. A 3/3 with Vigilance and Trample, and whenever Venerable Warsinger deals combat damage to a player, you get to return from your graveyard to the battlefield a creature with mana X or less, where X is equal to the amount of combat damage you did that turn to your opponent. With the Warsinger, not your other creatures, which is great. Again, allowing us to pull the Savior, allowing us to pull Alseid of Life's Bounty. We could even, if we're not popping off super hard, sacrifice the Bounty on the Singer, give it unblockable through the protection, attack, re-pull it out to do that turn after turn after turn, which is really quite nice. We have the Skyclave Cleric. We mentioned that at the entrance of the video. You know, it's a non-human, which is great. It's a good defender, and it gains you 2 life, which is pretty cool too. So it's the land if you need. If not, you know, it's going to help you trigger Winota one more time. God of Worthy and the Protector Shield. The shield here protects against aggro decks if we want. And of course, you know, another non-human flyer is good as well. Flying Vigilance. Non-creature spells your opponent's cast with 4 or greater cost 2 more to cast. This is going to shut down things like Extinction Event, Shadow's Verdict, and give you an extra turn of survivability. Snowlands will also enter tapped, giving you, you know, a little bit more wiggle room to get that Winota in play and get lethal damage out. We've got 4 pathways and 8 of each lands. That's the deck. You know, I cannot stress how good the Strict Proctor is. I don't know if anybody else is running this yet, but it is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite cards so far in Strixhaven. We also have the Blade Historian, which is absolutely busted, and you all know how much I love the Warsinger. So we've got 3 of our favorite new creatures within the most broken deck I think I've played with this set. You know, you can just put this thing on autopilot, play your creatures, make your spirits Winota, win the game over and over again. It's great. Again, 80% win rate within Mythic. You know, I think we only scooped once to a mono red deck on the play that whooped us, but you guys will get to see all that today in the footage. And this thing is resilient. You don't even need Winota to win games, which is really, really cool. So thank you all for your time and attention. Check out our Linktree link. It's got everything from our 500,000 gem giveaway, free cash prize tournaments, along with all of our affiliate links if you want to help support, maybe get some swag, download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant for free, even do your day-to-day Amazon shopping through our link to help support. Cheers. Have a magical day, you guys. We're going to bust into the gameplay footage now and wrap up with our final thoughts after that. Going first is just such a blessing. Having 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop is also a blessing. This is supposed to be a Winota. This is supposed to be Winota. I don't think the client's heard us yet. This is supposed to be Winota. We don't want Kenrith in our opening hand. What kind of game client is this? Only perfect draws. Playing slow, taking the Skrizai. Proctor counters Skrylands. Shh. Don't tell them. Not the land itself, just the ability. Oof. A foretold card. Spirit's sick, but Warsinger's just like, spend the mana, bro. If we pull another 1-drop, we can double drop on the Spirit anyways. Pretty brisk out there this morning, you guys. Just came back from one of those, what is it, April 20th walks? A Canadian walk, if you will. And it is chilly out there in the mornings still. It's getting nicer in the afternoons now. It's like officially springtime. Oh, that's not a Winota. Do we get hit with an extinction event? I can only fear. It would decimate us. If not, right? We've got him, I think. But, you know, I can only... Oh, Shadow's Verdict is just as good. Oh, that's game. Absolutely brutal. So I hear a lot of people complaining about the aggro decks. They're like, there's so many aggro decks. What is Wizards going to do to help stop that? It's like, well, you still have Extinction Event. You still have Shadow's Verdict. They end the game. They absolutely end the game. So we can jump out of here. There is literally no point. Let's be honest, you guys. We'll try again. Our opponent plays first. We've got our Bay in Handskis. This Kenrith can frig off, though. I think I'm going to drop a Kenny for a Landskis because I'm not too pleased about him being in my opening hand twice. Oh, Salt Eye Control. What fun. I can't wait to get hit with an ultimatum and another Shadow's Verdict. Oh. I went with a 90% win rate in Q at this earlier. You know, I'm not sure how many permanents they have entering the battlefield that Proctor can stop, and at least this way, if we pull a 1-drop, we can double drop on the Spirit, you know, get a land. Okay. This is still a match somehow. We could have countered that. I was like, they don't have any creatures for us to... And let's pretend that this frickin' 1 Spirit's worth that. LOL. We just need a land. Right, spend your mana, don't fight us, just do your attack. We let it through, we pull a land Winota into, you know, Haktos, Blade Historian, Kenrith. Oh no, not another Haktos. Another Blade Historian, probably. Even Reidane is not human. Even another Winota. Who cares? Because then that other one will be attacking, right? Oh, I don't appreciate that at all. I don't appreciate that at all. Oh, you dog. They double down on us. Okay. 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 Skip! Get out of here! Oh, man. Haktos, double strike, protection from everything but 3. I don't think that's a 3-drop. Plus, we just have enough side damage, right? Oh my gosh. Even if they block you know, Winota, which they should do because that's 8 damage. They're still taking 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 big ones. And that's more like it. That's a top 700 player. Number 699. That's one of my favorite numbers, 69. And woof. Let's get him again. Our opponent goes first, so we know that they're a cheater. I used to say that a long time ago pretty frequently as a joke, and people in the comments got mad. They're like, they're not cheating. That's just how the game works. Indeed, it is how it works. You are correct. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I can't even pronounce this name. Loaf Interstate? Lo-Fi Interstate. Okay, that's much cooler. Snarl! I always imagine like a dog snarling when that happens. Like our opponent's ready to rip skis. You know, I'm into stacking things on top of the spirit, but at the end of the day, you know, let's just pull 3-drop instead. Because this could get removed and then we're just left high and dry. Alright, Bone Crusher Giant in the house. No. Wow. Hit for 1. We just need that 4th land. And a 1-drop. So if we could get a 1-drop next turn, the land the turn after that, then we're in really good spots. They learn. I don't think there's anything for 1, though. Even for 2, I don't think so. Okay. It's going to help him find it. Down to 16. They buff it up again. Boulder Rush. Defiant Strike draws a card. Hit for 6. Woof. Woof. This is not bad. If we can pull that 4th land, we've got a massive Winota pull because of these spirits. Down to 16 already as well. It all depends on this land. Can we get the land? Kenrith's been in our opening hand every game. I want to bring that up as well. Or like, you know, around our opening hand within a couple turns. That guy's got to go. He needs to be changed out for a land or something. Pray for a land, right? I don't think they're going to kill us. We're at 14. They don't attack. Land off the top. Yes! Oh my God. What have you done, HGG? Why do this? That's 6 pulls on Winota. Oh, we whiff on one of them, though. We do not whiff on this one. Let's pull Blade Historian. Then Haktos, legendary, easier to get a second copy of. We whiff again. Another Blade Historian, loving that. Where are you, Kenrith? Why aren't you ever in deck? There you go. Kenny in play. I think we got him. Oh my gosh. No one even wants to take the hit. They're just like, I am out of here. See you later, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm so late to this match. I was distracted. So distracted. Twitch chat got me. But we're just trying to top deck a Winota. That's all we need. Not quite, but still very good. Right? Very, very good. I mean, that double strike is hot. They block Alseid, we sack the dog on it, we gain 2 life. Or just the 1 still. Maybe we should have let Alseid die. Because now we have no protection up at all. Yeah, we should have let Alseid die and kept the dog. Totes my bad. And now they can kill the Blade Historian. If they do. We're still just top decking a Winota. Yeah, we effed that up so bad. They doubled down on it. Yeah, we big time messed up. Oh no! It's problematic, I'll be honest. I mean, as long as we can hammer in with the life gain. We're hitting for 3 confirmed every turn, basically. Oh, Cleave could get us in a hurry. It's not Winota. Crusher coming in. Yikes. So there's no Cleave here. I think we just take the 8 skis. Oh. Other lands. If they kill Alseid here anyways, I'm gonna cry. We could definitely use a Winota off the top. Okay, these things can't block anyways, whatever. So that means they've got a Torbrand in hand for next turn? Okay, so they do have the 2 blockers. We need some big pulls here. Come on, girl. You treat daddy right. We need double strike. We didn't get it. We should probably add trample to everybody. Right? They might actually have it. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we got him. Kenny, that trample saved us. Wow, just barely. Confirmed undefeated deck. I'm glad I started recording it halfway through. And the trample absolutely saves us. No double strike. But we're still tearing it up. Getting those wins. That top deck, though. Woo! In all fairness, I had asked for Winota for a few turns. And it wasn't right away. We had to dig for it a tiny bit. All right, we go first. Let's show them what we're made of, crew. Savior out first. Then it can protect the spirit as we play it on turn 2. Hopefully we draw a 1-drop or a 2-drop alongside the Savior. And then we're also looking for a Winota and a Landa. We'll get there. I believe. Draugr 90 in the house. They're coming for us. Let's look through our spell book. Oh, Winota's on page 4. Page 4 spells are the best. Page 3 spells are becoming quite powerful as well. That's that 2-drop we wanted, right? Dog power, go! So now we're looking for a 4th land. And Winota. Okay. Clerics, maybe. Spirit in the house. No attacks is a bummer here, I'll admit. 4th land, Historian, and then a Winota. Or like a 1-drop off the top, I guess, for more spirits. Then a land one. It's too many draws that we need. Yeah, don't mind that. Well, I mean, stacking the Proctors is cool. Hitting with Flyers is cool, too. They have a Haven. Only 1 other snow, though. They need 3, or like 2 more. That's not a snow either. Hey! Hey! That's my card! Bummer. Well, I guess you get beat by the best, right? Dang it! Okay. So if we drop double strike, we hit for 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14 only, and then they'll crush us on their turn. Oh, whoops. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. We should have blocked with the dog and then declared blockers and then sacked it. Oops. Just clarifying that that was a misplay for you guys. Learn from my mistakes. We just took 5 damage for no reason. You fool. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would only be 12. Down to 7. We have lethal next turn. We can do the correct blocking sequence. Oh my god, we might lose because of that. I'm so sorry. My bad. We counter the Scry here. It's a permanent with an ETB effect. So they're not going to pay for it. They have other plans for that mana. They don't have the Snowlands for the Haven. Not an issue. Deep breaths. We can still win this. 1 misplay doesn't ruin the day. Don't mind. That's not got haste. And we counter the learn. They can't do it, so they may as well not pay for a single one. It's only attacking creatures with double strike, so we can't get the kill on Winota. And then there's no draws, because they're both humans. I want to get away! Oh my gosh. Is that a little Lenny Kravitz for you guys? Lenny Kravitz? Kravitz? I don't even know. Kravitz, I guess. Let's hit him with the heater! Bingo, bango, bongo. You just can't stop it. That's an 80% win rate in Diamond, only dropping a single match into Mythic rank number 1400. You love to see it. You guys are back in the numbers. Thank you so much. Let's break down the deck. Ayo! Wow, what a run. You know, we're slacking a little bit, not playing a super bunch, testing some weird decks out. And this one, it just clicked. Everything went together. I made it, didn't have to do any tuning. While I was making it, I was thinking, well, I don't know how to make a Winota deck, but it works. This just pops off. 2 copies of Kenrith was kind of aggravating to me, but I don't think that it will consistently happen like that, and I would rather have him be consistently pulled with the Winota triggers than with, you know what I mean? The balance seems nice. I wouldn't even mind adding an additional human to the mix, but hey, it is what it is. So again, thank you guys all for your time and attention. Check out the link tree. All the goodies are in there, the giveaways, the contests, you know, the links to help support me. It's a hub for all of the latest and greatest. You can Google that, or it's in the description below. Have a magical day, and of course, we'll see you soon in the next video.